My name is Hoss Booty, and the company I represent is Burnaby Manufacturing. Burnaby manufactures a product called the gas plug, and that product is used to hook up outdoor appliances to house piping versus LP tanks, dragging them around as a portable. This allows you to plug in any appliance, barbecue, tiki torch, or a patio heater right into your house piping. You don't have to fill up any longer. The first one I'm going to show you today is the PVC model, which is our most popular model. It comes in a UV rated, fire rated PVC enclosure. When you first get the product, you'll want to open it up and make sure it's not damaged. Because it's plastic, that may happen. The installation of this product should probably be under some type of an overhang so that it's not in direct weather. But there is some features that will allow you to put it in direct weather, but being a plastic, it will fade in color if it's in direct sun. If that's the case, you may want to go to one of the other models, the stainless steel one, for instance. So when you first open up your package, you'll see that there's a yellow warning tape on there. And the warning tape is for the installer or the person buying the product so that they don't leave the plug in the installation when they're done. This plug goes on the hose of the appliance so you can plug it in to the outlet, but do not leave it in the coupling. This box is designed so that the installer can easily install the assembly and then slide the box in over top and fasten it, and then that secures the assembly on the wall and the box in behind it. Now this assembly has some safety features I'd like to show you. One is that there's an interlocking valve with the coupling. You can't connect or disconnect this appliance unless the manual valve is shut off. That's one safety feature. The other safety feature is built into the coupling itself, and it is a thermal valve. That thermal valve will shut off the flow of gas if the temperature of this assembly reaches over 300 degrees. Automatically shuts off the flow. You'll have, on the cover, you'll have it identified as a gas product. On the inside of the cover, you'll see that there's a label that gives you the maximum pressure and what you can expect at that maximum pressure. You can see on the inside of this cover, the label clearly identifies the maximum pressure you can use is 0.5 psi, and the maximum flow is 60,000 BTU of natural gas. The cover is designed to come off easily and go back on easily. The hinges are tapered, and that gives you an ease of installation. You don't get it dirty. You don't have this cover while you're putting the installation together. It also, on the back side of this, is a ridge so that when it's mounted on the wall, any water coming down into here is taken off to the sides and not into the box. The one other thing that you'll want to note is when you get this assembly, it comes with some standoffs. And although this one here is not mounted with the standoffs, you can actually use these standoffs to bring the box off the wall 3/4 of an inch for any siding applications or stone applications. So now we're going to have a look at the installation of most of the gas plugs are installed with the same principles, shall we say. So this is a wall section that we're looking at, and this is a piece of piping coming from your main up through the floor. I don't have a floor here, but this is to simulate a floor. And when you come up through the floor, you need to have at least a 2-inch hole there, and the idea behind that is to make sure that there's some flexibility in your pipe while you're doing your installation. That's the key. Your distance on how far you go out will be by this nipple here. That'll govern the distance that you go out. But once you've chosen where that location is and you've drilled the hole through, when you come up through here, you need that flexibility. And that will go for all models. Now to have a look at the installation from the front. When you're putting this, when you're measuring the nipple for this this particular installation, the distance out should be about 5/8 of an inch when you're done. But as we had said, we want this thing to move. So during the installation, we can actually pull it out, put the assembly on it. So you're going to put your pipe dope on, and for demonstration purposes, I won't be doing that here. You'll put your pipe dope on. You'll take your assembly. You'll turn it on, tighten it. Now I won't tighten it with a wrench here, but you'll tighten it to make sure it's straight. Now you've got to test that joint. You've got to do that before you finish the project, right? So you'll leave that, you'll test it, whether you use soap tester or air pressure. You're going to take your PVC box, you're going to take the cover off as in the demo, and you put your cushion clip on the top. You'll slide your box over top. You'll put your screw, your mounting screw, through the cushion into the top hole. That'll secure the assembly to the wall. Now, at that point, you've got it secured in the wall. You would make sure that your position is level, and you'll continue with the other screws which are provided in the box. That's it for your installation. It's that simple. At that point, you'd put your cover back on. Make sure not to leave the plug in. Give the instructions to the homeowner if they are available. Now we're going to go on to this next stage. This was a flush mount box, and I'm just going to take this assembly off so that we can view the side of the other one. I've put a gray one next to it, a gray PVC one, exactly the same components, done exactly the same way. But now you want to leave your pipe out a little further because you're using, in this case, the 3/4 inch standoffs. Now this is a flat finish, so you didn't need it here, but if it was a siding finish, then you would use these standoffs. Again, making sure that this is flexible so it'll move. And if you need to secure that pipe according to codes, then go ahead and do that after your installation of the outside of the box. You can secure it on the inside. Just another version of that is over a little bit further. I don't know how you can see from some of the camera shots here, but this is a white one mounted on a backing block. And this backing block is designed to bring that out the same 3/4 of an inch, but now the siding people will frame right around it with their siding, and that'll give you a flat finish to mount the box to. This backing block comes complete with a flashing, so if it's mounted in direct weather, the water will come off of that flashing and drip down. And there you have the three versions, or the three mountings of the PVC box.